Hello everyone. In today's class, we will start the next topic, that is software development lifecycle models. Before moving to this topic, we will just revise what are the points we have covered in the previous class. In the previous class, we have discussed the fundamental principles of testing. Total 11 fundamental principles of testing we have discussed, and this question is important for 10 marks. What are those fundamental principles of testing? The goal of testing is to find the defects before customers find them out. Exhaustive testing is not possible. Testing applies all through the software life cycle. Understand the reason behind the test. Test the tests first. Tests develop immunity and have to be revised constantly. Defects occur in convoys or clusters, and testing should focus on these convoys. Testing encompasses defect prevention. Testing is a fine balance of defect prevention and defect detection. Testing requires talented, committed people who believe in themselves and work in teams. Intelligent and well-planned automation seeing the benefits of testing. These are the total 11 principles of testing, and this question is important for 10 marks. Now we will see the next topic, that is software development lifecycle models. Every software or every product is having its own lifecycle models, and every lifecycle model is having its own phases, that is phases of software project. Total it contains 6 phases. The first one is requirements gathering and analysis. Second is planning. Third is design. Is development or coding. Fifth one is testing. And the last one is deployment and maintenance. We will study these phases one by one. First we will see requirements gathering and analysis. During this phase, the requirements of the software project are collected from the customer and documented. It is important to ensure the right requirements are collected at every stage. The requirements get documented in the form of a system requirement specification, that is SRS document. This document acts as a bridge between the customer and the designer to build the product. And the second phase is planning. The purpose of the planning is to come up with a schedule, the scope and resource requirements for a release, that is for a product. A plan explains how the requirements will be met and by which time. The planning phase is applicable for both development and testing activities also. At the end of this phase, both project plan and test plan documents are delivered. Now the third phase is design phase. The purpose of the design phase is to figure out how to satisfy the requirements given in the SRS document. The design phase produces a representation that will be used by the development phase. The design phase is usually divided into two levels. The first one is a high level design and the second one is a low level design. The design step produces the system design description, that is SDD, system design description document, that will be used by the development teams to produce the programs that realize the design. Now we will see the next phase, that is development or coding phase. This is also called as implementation phase. Here design acts as a blueprint for the actual coding to proceed. This development or coding phase comprises coding the programs in the chosen programming language, for example either C, C++, Java, .NET or any other scripting language. It produces the software that meets the requirements the design must satisfy. This phase also involves the creation of product document, that is the software documentation. Now the next phase is testing. Testing is the process of checking the software product in a predefined ways to check if the behavior is the same as the expected behavior. By testing the product, an organization identifies and removes as many defects as possible before delivering it to the customer. The last phase is deployment and maintenance. Once a product is tested, it is given to the customers who deploy. It is in their environments. As the users start using the product in their environments, they may observe the differences between actual behavior and expected behavior of a product. Such differences are called as product defects, which need to be corrected. In a maintenance phase, the product is maintained or changed to satisfy with a customer's requirements. Environmental changes maintenance is made up of corrective maintenance, adaptive maintenance, and preventive maintenance. This is all about phases of software project. Now we will see the next topic, that is quality assurance and quality control. First we will see what is meant by quality. Quality is meeting the requirements expected of the software consistently and predictably. For example, take one example, you have ordered for a cup of tea. Consider you have ordered for a cup of tea, that is ginger tea you have ordered. If they have not served you a ginger tea, if they served you a normal tea, means it is not having the quality. Which quality you are expecting, that quality it is not having, means their product is not meeting the quality, means you are not going to satisfy. Therefore, quality should meet the customer's requirements. Therefore, quality is meeting the requirements expected of the software consistently and predictably. Now we will see the difference between quality assurance and quality control. See here, the first point is quality assurance concentrates on the process of producing the products. Means while producing the products only, it will mainly focus on the process. Quality control, it mainly concentrates on the specific products, means after developing the product it's focusing. Then quality assurance is defect prevention oriented. Quality control is defect detection and correction oriented. Quality assurance usually done throughout the life cycle, means at each phase of the life cycle, that is at the requirement phase and at the designing phase, at the coding phase and testing phase. Each phase of the life cycle we are going to do the quality assurance. But quality control can be done only when the product is built. That is, when the product is ready, then only we can check the quality control. Then quality assurance is usually a staff function, means this quality assurance can be done by the staff of the organization. Working in the company, they are going to do the quality assurance. Quality control, this is usually a line function, means only the specific team is going to do the quality control. For example, testing team. Next, the last difference is quality assurance examples are reviews and audits. Quality control examples are software testing at various levels. These are the differences in between quality assurance and quality control, and this question is important for 5 marks. We will see the next topic, that is testing, verification and validation. Now we will see the definition of testing, verification and validation. Before moving for verification and validation, let's revise what is meant by testing. Testing is the phase that follows coding and precedes deployment phase. Testing is mainly used for checking the program code. The purpose of testing is not to prove that the product has no defects. The purpose of testing is to find defects in a software product. Now we will see what is meant by verification. Verification is the process of evaluating a system or component to determine whether the products of a given phase satisfy the conditions imposed at the start of the phase, start of that every phase. Verification takes care of the activities to focus on the question, are we building the product right? These activities are considered proactive as their purpose is to prevent the defects before they take shape. Requirements review, design review, code review are the examples of verification activities. Quality assurance and verification to be one and the same. That is, quality assurance is also called as verification. Now we will see what is meant by validation. Validation is the process of evaluating a system or component during or at the end of the development process to determine whether it satisfies the specified requirements. Validation takes care of activity to focus on the questions, are we building the right product? These activities are considered reactive as their purpose is to find the defects that the affected product and fix them as soon as they are introduced. Quality control, it is similar to validation and testing. Here quality control is also called as validation and testing. We can use either validation or quality control. This is about testing, verification and validation. The difference in between the verification and validation question is important for 2 marks. We will see the next topic. Next is life cycle models. Total 6 life cycle models are there. ETVX model, waterfall model, prototyping and rapid application development models, spiral model, the V model and the modified V model. We will study one by one in detail in the next class. Thank you.